everyone. My name is Maria and I'm from Mamma Mia, That's Italian. And today we're making almond crescent cookies, or you can call them horns, shaped of a horn or crescent. So I got this recipe from my husband's aunt. She passed away now. It's been many, many years. And I had them at Christmas time. She used to make them every Christmas. We used to go there every Christmas. And once I tasted them, I just love them. It has a lot of almonds in it, which I love. Also, one of my favorite things to eat, even during the day, just for a snack. I just love almonds. And so after a year or so, I decided that I wanted the recipe. So she gave me the recipe, and that's what I'm using today. And her name was Aunt Lil. She was such a nice lady. And this is the ingredients for it. What I use, what she told me to do, is I'm using slivered almonds, which are not toasted. That's one step you don't have to do. You don't have to toast them, but they have to be chopped. So I have my old chopper here that I've had for many years, and I will be chopping them almost very fine, but I still like the granules, so I like to taste it. There's almonds in there, so there's definitely almonds in there. And we need 2 cups of those. So I have a bag of 8.5 ounces, and what I do is I chop it until I get 2 cups chopped, finely chopped. That's what I use. Whether you need 10 ounces or less, whatever is needed to make 2 cups. And then we have 2 sticks of butter, which are softened. I let them out of the refrigerator for a few hours to soften them. But if they don't get softened enough, you could just put them in the microwave for a few seconds till it's soft. And then we have vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 1/4 cup of flour, and 1/4 cup of sugar. And that's it. So I'm going to place some of the slivered almonds into the chopper at about 1/2 cup each time, because this chopper is not that big. Otherwise, if you have a better one, you could do the whole 10 ounces. Okay, so let's see how this looks. They're a little more than flour thick. They're a little thicker because I like to know that I have almonds in there. Okay, so now we'll put the butter in. The softened butter. These cookies are so good. I just can't wait to have them. I make them only at Christmas time, usually, but now my daughter Kim and her partner, they love them so much that Eric wants me to make them every weekend for him. So guess what? Valentine's Day is coming this week, next week, so I will be making them so they can have some. So now you kind of try to blend in the butter with the almonds. Just work it in. And then we'll add the sugar. which is a 1/4 cup of sugar. Blend that together. I don't know if you could see. I will have to use my fingers in a little while after I get most of the ingredients in. And this recipe says about 2 cups. You could put more or less. It's according to how you like them. And then we put the vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, but I like vanilla, so I'll put a little extra in. So here's 1, and I'll put just about a little bit more. This is how it looks at this point. Just scraping off the excess butter to mix it better. I kind of like traditions, so I always, like my aunt, always make them at Christmas time. And of course everyone says, oh, why can't you make them the whole year? They're so good. I don't know, I just like traditions, I guess. So I put in 1/2 cup of flour. The recipe calls for 1½ cup. So I'm trying to get it together here. You can see the butter is breaking up, but my fingers will do the trick. Here's another, I'm putting in another 1/2 cup. See how it's coming together now? Whoops, I just dropped a piece. Like that. That's how it should look. Add the rest of the flour. So at this point, once it's all mixed together, we're going to shape them. I mean, if you have time, you could let it rest for 30 minutes in the fridge, or just let it rest for, get a little cooler so you can handle it better. But today we don't have that kind of time, so we're just going to shape them. Hopefully they'll be okay. I've also, instead of crescents, there are times where I make them into balls, like a snowball, and then with the powdered sugar, they actually look like little snowballs. You shape them. You can leave them like that, or smaller, or larger, any way you want. But today we're going to do crescents. So you shape it into a ball, and then you make it into a crescent. Can you see that? So I'll do a couple more. And then we'll take a break, and I'll do them all. and then I'll tell you how long they have to go into the oven. I'll make some snowballs, some crescents. Isn't it easy? So easy. You know, all these items you have at home. You may need to pick up the almonds, but I use these slivered almonds, but you could use any kind of almond you want, just as long as you chop them up. Okay, so we're at the point now where this is my last piece of dough, and I'm going to shape it. It's kind of fat, so I'm going to make 2 out of this one. Well, maybe I'll make snowballs. So altogether we have 37 with 2 snowballs coming up. And you can see that they're all different shapes and sizes here. That's up to you, the way you like them. You could put them together, close together, because they don't rise or they widen, you know, they don't melt. And that's it. We put them in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes until they're lightly brown. And you can see when they're lightly brown on the bottom. Don't want to overcook them. And that's at 350 degrees oven. Okay, here we are. We're back, and I had to leave them in for 18 minutes, and you will see that they're still very light. They're a little brown on the bottom. And what we'll do is we'll let them cool off at least 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever. There's no time limit. And then we'll put some powdered sugar all over them. They have to be really white with the powdered sugar. And then we'll have some to taste. Okay, so we're back, and they're cooked 18 minutes, and I'm going to put them in the dish here, and we're going to sift some confectionery sugar all over until they're completely covered like snow. Oh, it's snowing again. Oh no. More snow. And this is how they look. Okay, I'm going to taste one for you. I know you can't have one, but I can. And here we go. And the smell in this house. I can't wait to taste it. Mmm. Oh my God. They're even better than ever. I gotta have a cup of coffee with this. Or tea. Even tea is good. Mm-mm.